Okay, hello everybody, I am back, and we are going to continue with our Let's Play of Stirring Abyss. So, uh, couple of points here. First, my initial assessment of this game is that I like it. I so far think it's a good game, but I'm not yet convinced it's going to be particularly Lovecraftian. It does definitely have some Lovecraftian elements, but I suspect it's going to lean, as most games do, it's going to lean more on the Derlethian and later Cthulhu mythos in terms of ideology, concept. Like, you can fight the monsters. The sheer fact that you can fight the monsters generally means that it goes on that side of things. It's still a very good game. It has a slight feeling of claustrophobia isn't quite the right term, but like, it's a good game. I am liking it. But let's continue diving in, because we might find it's more Lovecraftian than I think. Uh, Continue. Alright, so we had ourselves a level up. How does this work? I assume I get to choose between one of these two things. Alright. Brawler, outnumbered, maybe outmatched. Never. Strike several different targets in melee range with blistering speed. Reduces attack damage, but you can hit multiple targets. 3 maximum. That's actually pretty good. There's 2 ways to fight: the fair way and the right way. Cheap shot. A carefully placed blow at exposed tendons, disorienting the target for a turn and causing them to bleed for 3 turns, dealing damage every turn. 7 to 10 damage. Neg 50% base melee damage, plus 5 to aim. I'm going to go with Brawler. I feel like that's going to come up more and more often. Just lots of target. It means that he won't be great for dealing with bosses, I guess, but for dealing with, well, actually, if I've got ranged attacks, I don't think I need that. Yeah, I'm thinking that it's better to spec towards a boss fight, because ranged attacks should allow me to deal with regular critters. So let's do that. Choose an attribute. Okay. Plus 0. That, I'm not sure why that is appealing. Plus 3 range to aim, plus 3 maximum sanity. Plus 0. That's very helpful. I'm not sure why those are red. Like, that suggests it's bad. Some ways to fight: cheap shot. I'm surprised that associates to increased aim and sanity. Alright, tell you what, I'm going to put in strength, even though that's plus 0. I'm assuming that maybe every second, like every odd number is when it goes, or every even number or something, I don't know. Yeah, like, raise it to 19, it goes up. Raise that to 17, it'll go up. And I feel like if he's going to be in melee, extra health and extra melee damage is going to be critical for that. So... okay. That seemed very counterintuitive. What happens if I pick that? Okay, so that, it goes up. Okay, so 15 is okay, I get it. So 15 is the baseline stat. That is benefits, and that is a penalty. So that makes significantly more sense. Maybe I should actually pick that then. Yeah, I think it depends. So I'm just gonna go with strength. It's easier, but it really depends on how big of an impact damage reduction and defense are. It's a math game. I know I don't know the underlying numbers, but I remember, this is just a bit of a funny side note. So there is a tabletop Pokemon RPG. There's a couple of them out there. But they both more or less use the exact same mechanic, and they are both equally stupidly exploitable. Because, basically, normal type Pokemon dominate if you play, smart. Because every time you put a point in defense or special defense, it's basically a 1 damage reduction. But every time you put a point into hit points, it's 3 hit points. Every time you put a point into attack, it's 1 attack, and every time a special attack, it's 1 special attack. Which means that there's a perfectly even relationship between attack and defense. If one person specs in attacks and the opposing specs in defense, it's the same damage. There's no change. But if you put everything into health, it completely outstrips what damage any of the attacks can do, because you're going +3 at every time. And damage reduction 1 versus hit point increase of 3, the hit points wins. So you play a normal type Pokemon, you break out a normal type Pokemon, and you just go, cool, I'm just pumping everything into health. And you can do almost as much damage as people who spec for damage, because the baseline for damage and the bonus for damage is not a huge difference. Meanwhile, you can just tank everything. And it's technically an element of bad game design. But most people aren't going to break down the maths of Pokemon, of course, naturally. I mean, who would break down the maths of Pokemon? Nobody does that. He says to all of the hardcore breeders out there. But yeah, there's, getting +4 maximum health, that's a +2 increment. The +1% damage reduction, and +1 defense, I don't know how the math works, so that could be significant. That could be more than the health bonus, essentially. But chances are it's not. Chances are that health bonus is substantial entirely on its own, and the extra melee damage just is really solid. Because, look at that. I go up, and that's +8% base melee damage. Whereas that, if we're including the fact that it's going from -1 to 1%, it's only a 2% increase in damage reduction. So, the relationship between strength and damage reduction, I presume defense is about getting hit. That's avoiding getting hit. I presume. But yeah, it looks like strength mathematically might be the best option here. But I don't actually know how the numbers work, so who knows. Okay, so that's him leveled up, and my discussion about maths in video games done. Let's never do that again. Conning tower, control room, valve room, recover resources, copper, crew's mess. Never underestimate the power of good hot meal. Enables using supplies to heal crew members on board the USS Salem. Recover resources, oxygen tank, blueprints. That sounds really good. Officers' quarters enables the use of the Enigma board and recover resources, copper. You know what? I'm going to go for that one. As much as that sounds really good, I want to know what that Enigma board is. I got some copper. Working like a dream, just ignore the rattling sound. Okay. Instant surge power also increases power regeneration. That's nice, recovers resource. Okay. So, Enigma board. There's nothing to click on there. There we go. Okay. Let's actually take our time and have a look at these. Sorry, it appears that we're not playing the game today. We're learning how the game works. Alright, so let's start by looking... So, what I was saying about how, this seems to be a Cthulhu Mythos game, not a Lovecraft game. I think that we've just proven it right here. the entire Eldritch table is open to us immediately. So we've done nothing to unlock it, we've done nothing to particularly go and discover it. All we've done is, hey look, we've entered this room in the submarine and we have the upgrade board that allows us to upgrade Eldritch power. Which, why would we have that? Like, from a story perspective, why do we have that? Nobody has got that. Nobody knows it's in here, presumably. Nobody is questioning the fact that is in here. It's just, assumedly, if I click on this, congratulations, you're all getting better at whatever the Eldritch stuff is. So, it's odd, and I realize I can't see what the higher up things are, but I feel like that's going to lead to crazy mutations and psychic powers and whatever. So, it does definitely seem weird to me that that is available from the outset. It seems quite meta that it's available from the outset. I mean, it's great gameplay. Like, I'm glad it's there for gameplay mechanics. I can actually have a look at things and go, ooh, what do I want to do? +2 Eldritch dice. I know how that works. You know, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, I can look through these, which is what I am going to do. But, in terms of Lovecraftian content, there's no mystery. I now know this stuff that probably should have been unknown. Like, imagine if this was all question marks and just slowly revealed over time. And imagine if we didn't fully, like, it just gave us an indication of what it affected. It didn't clearly tell us what it affected. That would be more Lovecraftian. It might be less fun, depending on how it's implemented. Like, RNG can be done really well, or it cannot be. Withholding information from players sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. But the point is that if that was hidden information and not something we could choose to activate ourselves as a playstyle, that would be fundamentally more Lovecraftian in structure. Whereas here, it's not. So, I don't know. But I do like it, even if it's not Lovecraftian, because being Lovecraftian does not make something a good game. By itself, anyway. Alright, all divers gain the ability to exchange their sanity for invocation points. Share a cooldown across all divers. I think I'd have to learn what invocation stuff, how that actually works for that to count. Poise, +6 maximum sanity affects all divers. So that is probably really good. I kind of want to try a low sanity run. I just want to see what happens when we lose our sanity. +10 maximum health affects all divers. So, all the health. When selecting mutations, okay, choose from 3 options instead of 2. Apparently we are definitely going to mutate in this game, and I guess that must be on the biology side of things, not the Eldritch side of things. Mechanical, +6 maximum air, +20% base melee damage affects all divers. Well, given I'm almost certainly going to be setting him back out there because he's the guy who leveled up, I feel like upping biology or strength is probably the way to go. And until I know better, I think I want to up health because I just don't want to die. And I generally prefer that. Like, I don't mind not killing something, I can always try and run. If I'm dead, I can't run. So we're gonna do that. Now, does that unveil? Yes, okay, so it unveils the... Because I've unlocked anything in that row, it shows me what this row is. So, defensive posture, damage absorption, +5 aim, affects all divers. Well, I think I'm gonna go for that one next. Maybe. Because that's the thing, is that's it increases melee damage, but if I end up going with ranged characters, I'm not going to be using that, or many characters won't use that, whereas health, everybody uses health guaranteed. So same thing over here, +5 aim affects all divers, that's +5 aim, and it affects everything. So going for those things clearly seems to be better than going for that. Air is probably another big one that I really should have considered, but I know, I did pretty well last time, especially once I realized those air vents existed. So as long as those keep existing, I think I'll... that's not actually a big concern. Alright, let's, let's go. Yep. Next mission. So, I don't actually know what this mission is for. There's nothing telling me what is at that location. Reunions! Hopefully it's another diver. I'm gonna assume it's probably another diver. Leave no man or woman behind. Let's get it done. Alright. We're following the wall, the wall, the wall. We're following the wall, wherever it may go. So that was a concerning moment for me as I was humming that lovely little tune. Because my brain translated what I said as Warhol, which, if anybody doesn't know, Warhol was a fairly famous photographer, artist, or that sort of thing. I'm personally not a big fan of Warhol. I feel that he is... Not quite that he's overrated, I do kind of think he's overrated, but I think the reason he has such a high reputation is pure nepotism. I think it's not that he was so much better than everybody else, it's that he knew important people, and therefore, you know, oh, I need a photographer for my event. Well, I'll get that Warhol guy, because that's what everybody uses in Hollywood. You know, he is the photographer that rich people hire. Which is not necessarily a statement about quality. And that's not saying he isn't a bad photographer, it's just... What little I know about Warhol, I know a little bit, because I did study him a little, because I did a course in museum curatorship. And one of my friends is currently running an exhibition on Warhol. And I'm just like, I just don't feel that why is he such a big deal? And I personally don't see it. So yeah, we're following the Warhol, the Warhol. Oh dear. Accidental slip there. Shoot the Merc Fiend. Yeah, go attack of opportunity. Ow. How dare he? Ow. How dare he? Stabby, stabby. Stabby, stabby. Stabby, stabby. Oh no! The stabby, stabby didn't work. I have failed at the stabbing. Let's walk around the jellies, the jellies, the jellies. Oh, there's some scrap metal there. I didn't even freaking notice that. Okay, those things actually look like they're coming after me. Yes, they are. Sorry, girl. I think I may have killed you. Stabby, stabby. Woo! He did. That's a supply chest. And that is a dead jellyfish. Ah, that is a live jellyfish. Oh, it's a new unknown creature. This Skyfoiser looks wrong, diseased. There's something about this place that changes things. It's changing us. What are you talking about? Focus! That won't save us. She's gone insane already. Stabby, stabby. But she's very efficient. Stabby, stabby. Oh, no. He missed. He missed. Stabby, stabby. Got a Skoka. Okay. Okay, can actually walk over those rocks, so that's good. Oh no, she's getting murdered. Oh wait, no, he's getting murdered. That's him. Did I get a critical hit or something? Did it try and move? I don't know, it's just gone. Yeah, I'm supposed to avoid those. For reasons, apparently. And I am going to avoid that. I am going to shoot that, but I'm going to... obviously, I'm going to shoot it with the guy who can shoot. Air vent. Healing. Precious healing. Alright, now that you've stabbed everything. Let's get over here. I just want to shoot that just to cover that base. That looks like it's progression. Oh, that looks like progression. And that is a thing that's going to try and kill me. You are going to run this way. Because you can. Transfer everything to the submarine. Alright. We are gonna walk around the thing. That is not good. It's not good. Alright. Harpoon man. Be the harpoon that I always... Oh. Oh no. I just keep getting you into more and more trouble, don't I? Don't worry. We're gonna have you run. We're gonna have you try and shoot that thing once again. Hurrah! Ooh, copper. I am quite blind to some of the items in this game. Scrap metal. Death to all scrap metal. I'm gonna keep you running. You're gonna do one big circle. You are not. You're gonna get that copper. Be something there. No, 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 you can't do it. Don't do it. Ooh. New orders. Investigate the strange luminous distortion before it collapses. Screw it. We're doing it. Yeah, there's nothing there. Cool. If anything, I should have sent him on his own. He could actually deal with this stuff. Oh. Just keep running. Just keep running. He's not gonna make it. And you are gonna get over here and try and save her. Probably should have sent the harpoon guy to save her, but no, harpoon guy can... Oh no! Oh no. Alright. Stepping closer, Miyamoto reaches out to touch the strange vortex, its fluctuations clearly evident on the fingers of his gloves. They stretch and twist in ways that should break bones and tear joints, yet the ensign feels no pain. Another step and the waves are all over him now, a tide of sickening vertigo. Small globules of white matter seep through the edges of the torn membrane, coalescing in the center of its largest opening. Mesmerized, Miyamoto reaches out to the orb and pulls it out of the gyre. A storm of unbidden notions drowns out his thoughts, whispering of power beyond imagining, and naming the strange material, void marrow, the essence of the barrier that spawned it. See, this is actually, like, nice. We don't know what it is, we don't understand it, and we may never know or understand it. We may never understand that relationship. Which is good. I like that. I definitely like that, and I hope that it maintains that. Alright, do I think I can shoot that? Well, not now I can't. You're just gonna move to there? Oh, that's a thing. I didn't notice that thing. Should probably avoid that thing. Why did I send it? He's got the least health out of everybody. That was a bad plan. Okay. So that actually looks like it's a good situation for me. So, Chew. May have only been a glancing shot, but I can't take another shot? It's a shame. That is not good. Please don't break my butt. Alright, people are running low on air. At least I can stab this thing to death. Or harpoon it to death. The predator becomes the prey. Alright, precious air vents there. We're going over there. And presumably the way deeper in is in that tiny gap there. I feel like that was actually relatively efficient overall. It may not have been, but I got to explore a large area. Probably still would have been faster if they'd all stuck together though. Ultra Tractivator! What are you upset about? Got him! And stabbing time. Oh no! You have failed, Your Highness. Oh no, air vent exhausted? I did not know it could get exhausted. Whoops. Stabby stabby. No. Alright, well look, that is a real problem that I am now running low on oxygen for just him. Ooh, so that's what they do. Alright, I think I'm gonna call yeah. He's got no air, he's out. No! It looks so pretty. Damn it all, we're too late. A body lies atop the makeshift altar, unfurled viscera waving gently with the ocean current. Pale skin, drained of life, blue jumpsuit, navy blue. Moody, the young seaman that was the foremost prankster amongst the crew of the USS Salem, with a mischievous smile that never quite fully left his lips. Here he lies slaughtered like an animal and abandoned to the scavengers. The scene suggests ritual sacrifice, not paradise, but the task appears unfinished. A crude bone blade still lodged within the half-open thorax. Junior Science Officer Cook knows she should bury the young man as best she can, but strange whispers fill her ears. Moody is already dead. What harm could it do? I really want to loot the body, to be honest, but that's the upper-tier in me. We are burying that body. Alright, once her grim duty is done, Junior Science Officer Cook stands a moment in silence. She dreads what may still lurk in the darkness, but perhaps this act will bring some semblance of peace to her lost crewmate. Plus 6 sanity and plus 4 clues. Excellent. So, science be damned, this is war. Alright, I am going to get these two to just quickly explore the area. Every damn one of them, Seaman. Yep, no, there's nothing there. Alright, everybody, back into the boat. Okay. Well, level ups. Level ups for everybody. Except for the cook. Alright, mutate. Yeah, we're not doing mutations yet, buddy. Let's have a look at this. Eager tries spear gun on a real target. Carefully aimed shot that hits each target in its path, disorienting and dealing damage. That looks really nice, actually. Medic. Okay. I like him. I like him. He is the exact playstyle I want. Shoots things and heals people. I think I'm gonna get that one. Yeah, I'm gonna get that one for now. Yeah, definitely gonna be raising his aim. I don't care too much about the critical strike and all that. Yeah, no, we're just gonna... I want him to hit. Pretty much end of that story is I want him to hit. Alright, what about her? Not insane, just creative. Sets off an improvised charge, dealing damage in a cone in front of the chemist. Damage falls off with increased distance to the target. That is a lot of damage based on the other numbers we've seen. That looks like a lot of damage. What about this one? Always ready to rock. Launch an improvised test charge that disturbs the ocean floor, resulting in a temporary impassable pile of rubble that also acts as cover. I like that. That could combine really well with I want to shoot them. It moves away from Mr. Malay playstyle, but I reckon that could work really well. I feel like, but if she's going to be doing that, like, I don't feel like any of these really apply to her, because if the idea is that I'm keeping her away from doing damage, if that I'm using her to create barriers, then sure, I need to up her defense, but I don't really want to be upping combat stats. And I'm only just noticing that, yeah, it's exclusively combat stats. This is very much a fight the Eldritch Horror type game. Survive, sure, but survive by killing. We're gonna do damage reduction defense. Let's have her not get hit. Can I? Okay, so that's how you switch. What is he like? What does he do? Provides immunity to physical debuffs and increased armor for several turns. That sounds nice. And he also does the melee stuff. Cool. Well, I am going to stick with my original team, mostly because they've leveled up the most. And I don't want to be trying, like, it's not much of a difference, but like that. I'll change the team around where, if and or when I find somebody who inherently, like, having a look, he's got 3 abilities. I should actually have a look at these abilities. Provides immunity to physical debuffs and increased armor for several turns. Cool, that's that, yep. Swift, he gets an extra 50. So that's why he moves faster. Launches a dart, dealing damage and weakening the target. So she's another ranged person. Okay, I need to remember that. What about this guy? Explosives. Ruthless? Plus 8% critical strike chance. Okay, nice. Okay. That is pretty good, actually. So, and I can still choose to mutate. Is that one for each of them? Can I mutate each of them, or can I mutate only one person? I don't really want flares. Not using flares. Shrapnel charge. Morphine. Medkit. Medkit sounds like a really good plan, actually. Alright, let's... How do I make that go away? That's how I make it go away. Let's open up that room. Should open up at least 2 others. Yay! Alright. Bit of extra air and whatever that is. Nothing we can't fix with a little elbow grease. That's it? That's all dialogue? Okay. Well, at least you look happy. Alright, that is the storeroom. Various blueprints. Increase passive healing between missions. So I don't heal all the way up automatically. Cool. Okay, so that actually does incentivize switching around away teams. I like that. But increased passive healing between missions sounds like a good plan. I'm not sure what the instant surge of power will generate. Like, what will that actually do? But hey, it looks good. Definitely looks good. Enigma board. Only 28. That's not enough to get any sort of upgrade. Although I do want it. I definitely do want it. You can use some of Salem's reserve power to scan for extra missions. These offer useful rewards such as rare resources and additional crew. Use the scan button on the nautical charts window to find extra missions. Alright, well before I use that, because that costs 3 power. Okay, so that's my power, and that's what that is about. Okay. I like that. I do like resource management games, and this, turns out, is one of them. Alright, the scan has located a site where special supplies from Salem were scattered during the accident. Your objective is to recover the lost crates, but be sure to move swiftly. Once started, this mission has a time limit. Okay. A part of me wants to level up before we do that, on the off chance that I might get somebody else's movement speed increased. So we're going to do that one. Hopefully that mission sticks around. What's that over there? Looks like some kind of recording device. That's not our gear. Let's check it out. Soviet Expedition Log, Commander Boryakov. My chronograph tells me nearly 3 hours have passed since we left our damaged vessel, and my exit is slowly getting worse. A decision I still stand by. Senior Lieutenant Kozlov is more than up to the task of overseeing the repairs, and we gain ground toward our destination. The men grow nervous. They call out movement in shadows, as if hostile forces lurked around every wall of kelp. It is an understandable reaction, but one that must be kept under control. The only one not bothered at all is Voronin, who, like the previous captains, has clearly gone insane already. I have called a stop to let the men rest, yet the one who has lived his life with his nose buried in books wants to press on, like a dickhead. The others could learn a thing or two from his determination. I guess I am the dickhead. Damn, it's as we feared. Soviets have the coordinates as well, and they're ahead of us. Sounds like they've had their own share of troubles as well. I don't think that's a coincidence. Alright. We go on this way. Now, I don't have much health. So we are all absolutely sticking together. Eldritch activity! Uh-oh. Various unknown creatures. Too far? What do you mean too far? That's just rude. Can I shoot through my friend? Yeah, it's one dead. Alright, let's have a look. Blinding dart, numbing dart. No action points. No. Well, he's got no attack of opportunity either. That guy does something. That was bad. Did he just blow up? I think he just blew up. And... oh, that is problematic. That must have been what happened with the other one that I didn't see. He blew up and became those tentacles. Okay. Numbing dart? Numbing dart. "15 glancing? No. Should she do another one? No, sadly. I may have to step on the tentacles. No. But also he's probably gonna die. He did! And here I thought he was doing well. Oh, this is Dart Lady. Oh, there's still that one alive. And that one. Whoops. Ah, I didn't do any damage to him. Blinded. Nope, not blinded by the light. Stabbed until you die. Insert some lyrics here that continue the song. Stabbed until you die. So sad. Ooh, can I take his stuff? Yes. Put it there. Inspect corpse. The contamination that has deformed this pod is evident even in its current sad state. Vibrant colors have given way to pallid green, and even the small symbiotic anemones have atrophied it to withered stumps. Life once vigorous and florid, now ousted by death and decay. No trace remains of the parasitic growth that had attached itself to the shell. The Miyamoto is glad to see it destroyed. Closer inspection might have provided some much needed answers. Wish I was home. Yep, we are treading all over those things. Oh, those things probably increase the corruption level or something. That's probably how that works. And I walked straight past the scrap metal again. Wonder how much I've missed already just by failing to notice it there. That's not a fault in the game, that's just a fault in my my vision, in my ability to notice things. Probably shouldn't have sent her there. I could have killed the two of them probably. But no. Is that? Oh. Oh, this could be a problem. Why didn't it kill the things in between? Oh, that's a special ability I have to trigger, isn't it? Whoops. Put up a wall. Only covers one space, but that's all that matters. Didn't work. Stabby, stabby. Stabby, stabby. Bippity boppity die. Hey! It's a thing! Fuck, a glue like that down here. I don't know, maybe one of those marrow things we saw earlier. So I shot him in the back till he was dead. Oh, it's a thing. Good work, stab him in the back till he was dead. Alright, you can go have a look at that. Hurrah, he blinded. Not enough action points. No. Oh. Oh no, that's just seaweed. Ah, you missed. Which means I can try and shoot you again with blindness. Why did I suddenly switch to accent? Who knows? Meanwhile, you can investigate the thing. Woo! +1 void marrow. That's what I always wanted. And he did. Aim is on red, gonna need a refill. Oh! Yeah, right, that's a thing. Let's see if we can find some air vents then. Maybe I should have gone up there. Oh, there we go, we can walk around. Please find me some air vents? Maybe we can't walk around. I do like that those things exist and they pretty much do nothing. I didn't notice that they were there. Let me transfer things to the submarine, damn it. Okay, so this looks like a problem. Good news is I'm good at stabbing. Very good at stabbing. I am unfortunately also good at dying. Yes, I know you need to top your air tank. You need to not be dead first. I think you have bigger concerns. Stabby stabby. Oh no. Okay, this is bad. Stabby stabby. Neurotoxin, no. Air meter's on red. No, it's still blue. Stabby stabby. Stabby stab. Oh no, you were doing so well. What happened? Blinded by the dark. Alright, I need you to try and find some air. That is not air, that is scrap metal. I think I'm gonna lose this. Air tank's running low. Ah. But I can get some scrap metal before I lose everything. That is definitely more important than finding air tanks. Oh, he dead. No, Miyamoto, damn it, don't you do this. Too late, I did it. What you gonna do about it? You gonna live on? You gonna live on despite everything? No, you're not going to do that, because I wasted all of your air. Haha, you missed. See, it's funny when they miss. Haha, they missed. Alright, run away. Find some freaking air. And an underwater temple that somehow we didn't notice earlier. I think we're gonna die. Yep. Well, I found a temple. That is a lot of dead people. So, that would have been real useful in the previous session. Okay, so extra power. Ooh, forward torpedo. I didn't notice that before. So that would be the value of the surge of power. It would be partly would be to allow me to empty the rooms much faster. Still, yeah. Okay, look. That was bad because I am bad, but yeah. I think I pretty much crippled my ability to finish the game. Because I just lost my away team, and that was pretty much all my characters. We're still gonna take a shot at it. We're gonna try and see if we can do it with this one dude. Might as well. Alright, so that's the way to the temple. Let's see what we missed. Eldritch activity. Does everything I killed stay dead? Oh, really? Event right there. Right there! Uncreation begins? What? I don't know. Eldritch activity. Ooh. Oh, that's probably the thing that ranged attacked me to death. We're walking around that. We are just gonna try and progress the plot. We are doing a run on the temple. Looks like everything I killed stayed dead. So that's good to know. That would make for an interesting strategy of actually... Yeah, and same health bar too. Okay, and he's got a devastating injury by the token of it. Go, Cook. You are the hero of this story now. So yeah, that could make for an interesting strategy of emergency evacuation before completing mission objectives. And then spawning back in. Sure, you'd spawn back in at the start, but, you know, there's worse options. Screw all you guys. Ooh. Alright. I don't care that I'm dying. We are going to get a little bit of plot before we completely lose this game. Seaman Petrov's notes. I know I saw something. The commander says it's nothing, but I'm not the only one. We're followed. Excuse me. I'm sure of it. And we'll be vulnerable dragging all the gear up these massive stairs. That accent gets worse all the time, and I love it. And think he's gonna die? No, I have enough time to get over there and investigate the other plot object. The impossible flames bathe the stairs in an eerie aquamarine glow. Crumpled in a pathetic heap of rubber and metal at the base of the steps lies a thoroughly destroyed but clearly empty diving suit from the USS Salem. Some pieces of equipment lie abandoned next to the suit. Strange, but these should prove useful. Cook Norman studies his surroundings carefully. There seems to be no end to the colossal monument towering above, just row after row of imposing stone steps. Somewhere far above he can discern two faint lights, like stars in the blackest night sky. Whatever is up there, to try and make the trek in the suit would be suicide. Satisfied that no immediate threat lurks in the vicinity, he turns back toward the abandoned suit. Anchored by its heavier metal parts and tool belt, the extremities of the suit sway slowly in tune with passing currents. The flailing limbs are not the only thing trying to escape the wreck. A vicious red goo, too thick and orange to be blood, is slowly drooping its way upwards. What the hell happened here? Closer inspection of the suit offers only further mysteries. Instead of the ripped and frayed edges of the outer layer of rubber Norman would expect to see, it looks as though the material has been stretched out of shape before finally reaching its breaking point. There is certainly no body or even parts of one inside the suit, only the odious sludge. He shudders. If there are more clues here, he is going to have to dig for them. We're digging! Requires underwater welding torch. I don't have one of those. Could I have got one of those? Was that an option? Digging through the vile sludge, Cook Norman collects samples for further analysis aboard the ship. He finds no evidence of a body, but nestled within a particularly thick pile of ooze, he encounters a small piece of fabric. Pulling his arm out with a fair bit of force, Norman studies what he found. A small piece of US Navy soldier patch. An officer, certainly, and possibly even the captain himself. A strange wet sensation on his arm interrupts the cook, and he realizes the limb seems to be going numb. The sleeve of his suit is discolored where it came in contact with the ooze. Damn it. As a wave of weakness and nausea hits him, the ground trembles violently, and Norman is knocked off his feet. Three baleful lights appear back within the rows of pillars, looking up to the immense stairs. Billowing sand clouds his vision, but he has seen enough to know it can't be good. More marrow, more clues. Stuff. Clumsy. The price of failure has been paid. I have now become clumsy. I don't know what that means. Destroy the conduits to close the portal. I'm not going to survive long enough to do that, so... Stab! And dead. So, that happened. I suppose I could load the last save. Where was the last save? Let's see. I think that was when I started the stream. Let's see. No, okay. Autosave. Autosave is a feature, apparently. Alright, cool. Well, look, I'm going to have to start that game again from scratch. So I will probably do that offline, at least to get to this same point. I'll probably continue the stream once I've returned to this point of the game. Yeah, this is a nice game. I like it. It definitely has potential. I think it's still going to fall heavier onto the side of aesthetics. It does have some elements of horror, and I do like it. There is a small amount of... it is playing on the unknown, which a lot of others don't really do. Because, like, other games go, and Cthulhu. This one hasn't done that. Like, it's entirely possible that we could get through the entirety of this game and it will not name drop anything to do with Lovecraft. It may not mention Cthulhu, it may not use the Necron, it may not name drop anything, which would actually be one less point on the side of aesthetics. But it also means that the horror elements of this game aren't going to be reliant on that. It's going to be reliant on concepts that are actually Lovecraftian, like fear of the unknown. So that would be really interesting to see further. But in the meantime, blah 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 blah. Save and exit, I guess. Yeah, well, I'm gonna take another quick pause and see what the next game should be. So, for anybody who has me on Facebook, I have put up a post on Facebook in which you guys can tell me which game you want to see me do next, assuming it's one of the 20 games that are currently installed, and one of the games that actually works, because this is the I've tried a few games today and they haven't actually worked. I have not been able to stream a couple of them, so that has been fun. But yeah, we'll see how the next game goes. At the moment, I'm thinking it'll be probably Strange Horticulture because I really want to actually dig into that one. But it could be something else. It absolutely could be something else. So yeah, I'll see you in probably 10 minutes or so. Farewell.